Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that affects millions of people. Worldwide, consumer debt. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to be struggling financially, even if they earn a decent income? One of the main reasons is consumer debt. Consumer debt is money that you owe for things you buy that aren't investments, like credit card purchases, store financing, personal loans, or payday loans. Unlike buying a home or investing in education, these are things that don't grow in value over time. They are for immediate gratification, think smartphones, fashion, gadgets, or even eating out. At first glance, borrowing money for these items might seem harmless. After all, you can enjoy the benefits today and pay later. But here's the catch: interest rates can add up quickly. Let's take credit cards as an example. The average credit card interest rate can be around 20% or higher. That means if you buy something for 1,000 pesos and don't pay it off immediately, a year later you might owe 1,200 pesos or more. That's 200 pesos just for borrowing money. And this is only one purchase. If you have multiple debts, it can spiral out of control fast. Consumer debt also creates stress. Imagine constantly worrying about bills, minimum payments, or debt collectors. It affects your mental health, your relationships, and even your sleep. Studies have shown that people with high consumer debt are more likely to feel anxious or depressed. Financial stress is not just numbers on paper. It impacts your life daily. So, consumer debt is essentially spending money you don't have on things you don't necessarily need, and paying more later in interest and stress. In this video, we'll break down why you should avoid consumer debt and how to manage your finances better. By the end, you'll understand why saying no to unnecessary borrowing can free you from a lot of problems. Now that we understand what consumer debt is, let's look at the most common types. First, credit card debt. This is probably the one most people are familiar with. Credit cards make spending easy. You just swipe, tap, or click online, and the money seems to disappear magically. But behind the convenience is interest piling up if you don't pay the balance on time. Many people only pay the minimum, thinking it's okay. But this can keep you in debt for years. Next, personal loans. These are often marketed as a way to consolidate debt or finance large purchases. They might seem manageable with fixed monthly payments, but lenders still charge interest, and missing a payment can damage your credit score. Then we have store financing or buy now, pay later schemes. You see them everywhere, from electronic stores to furniture shops. The allure is strong. You can take the item home today and pay in installments. Sounds great, right? But if you miss even one payment, interest and late fees start stacking up fast, turning a simple purchase into a financial headache. Another big one is payday loans. These are short-term loans that promise quick cash for emergencies, but they often come with astronomically high interest rates, sometimes 300% or more annually. People get trapped in cycles of borrowing just to pay off previous loans. And before they know it, they owe far more than they originally borrowed. Finally, there's auto loans for non-essential vehicles and small loans for gadgets or vacations. These are tempting because they make expensive items feel affordable. But remember, anything that loses value quickly, like cars or electronics, doesn't help your financial future, it only increases your debt. The key takeaway here is that all consumer debt shares a common theme. It's money borrowed to buy something that doesn't create long-term value. Unlike investing in education, property, or business, consumer debt doesn't make you richer, it makes you poorer over time. And here's something many people don't realize: the more consumer debt you have, the less freedom you have. You might earn more, but your money is tied to repayments, interest, and fees. Every peso you earn goes toward paying someone else instead of building your future. That's why financial experts consistently advise avoiding consumer debt whenever possible. So why exactly is consumer debt something you should avoid at all costs? First, it limits your financial freedom. Imagine having a dream of starting a business, traveling, or buying a home. High consumer debt makes it nearly impossible to save or invest. Because your money is already committed to paying off things you bought months or years ago. Second, it damages your credit score. Your credit score is like a financial report card. Lenders, landlords, and even some employers check it to see if you're trustworthy with money. Late payments, maxed out cards, or unpaid loans can lower your score, which makes borrowing for important things, like a mortgage, more expensive or even impossible. Third, consumer debt brings stress and mental strain. Constantly thinking about bills, making minimum payments, or juggling multiple debts can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. Financial stress is real stress. It affects your brain, your body, and your overall well-being. Fourth, it creates a vicious cycle. Let's say you borrow money to buy a gadget. Next month, you have to pay interest, so you borrow more to cover daily expenses. Over time, your debt multiplies, and what started as a small purchase turns into a serious financial burden. Many people unknowingly fall into this trap, thinking they can catch up later. But the compounding interest keeps them trapped. Finally, consumer debt is risky because it reduces your ability to handle emergencies. Life is unpredictable, medical bills, job loss, or urgent repairs happen. If all your money is tied up in consumer debt, you have no buffer, no savings, and no safety net. This makes emergencies even more stressful and can push you to borrow even more, creating a dangerous spiral. The moral? Consumer debt is more than just numbers. It's a barrier to financial security, peace of mind, and your dreams. Avoid it, and you free yourself from unnecessary stress and financial traps. So at the end of the day, consumer debt isn't just about money, it's about your freedom, your peace of mind, and your future. Every time you avoid unnecessary debt, you're making a decision that your future self will thank you for. Because instead of paying interest, you could be saving, investing, and building the life you actually want. Remember, it's not about never spending money, it's about spending wisely and staying in control. Start small, stay consistent, and over time, you'll see a huge difference in your financial life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.